Hey guys, wanted to make a short video to speak up for a friend of mine who's been silenced and doxxed and blackmailed and threatened by two YouTubers who are much bigger than him, and I feel like he doesn't have the platform to defend himself, both in terms of his audience reach and in terms of the fact that anytime he posts a video, it's immediately copyright striked. And so I want to speak up on his behalf. And I'm going to try to keep this short so I don't bore anybody. A longer video detailing the full story will eventually be made, but I don't have time to do that right now. And given that this is a fast evolving situation, I thought it was important to get this video out. Two large YouTubers, one with 400,000 subscribers and one with 700,000 subscribers, each played a role in doxing, blackmailing, and threatening a much smaller YouTuber named Trend Black. A few days ago, one of them released his full name on a web page that was designed to try to make sure that he never got a job. That was preceded by several days, even months of threats. I was part of some of those exchanges as an intermediary, and I tried to prevent this dox from happening and tried to explain that this is not the action that should be taken. But let's be clear about how we got here. We got here because TechLead, a YouTuber, did not like one of Trend Black's criticism videos, and he copyright striked that video and eventually two videos of Trend Black's channel. Eventually, he would release those claims, but not before Trend Black was forced to give up his full name. This information was then passed off to another disgruntled YouTuber named Matt Tran, who Trend Black had also made a critical video about. Matt Tran was very angry, and in December, they both told him that unless he removed his videos, they would be doxing him. I asked Matt Tran if he thought that this was blackmail. He initially said it wasn't, but ultimately agreed with me that that's exactly what it was.
It's going to come, and he made a choice, and his choice was to keep the video up.
Well,
and my choice was to make the article.
Do you not think it was blackmail?
I don't see it as blackmail at all.
I'm looking at the definition right now. I want to be clear here. It says blackmail is the act of coercion using the threat of revealing or publicizing either substantially true or false information about a person or people unless certain demands are met. I mean, it's textbook, like it is blackmail. I want to be clear. Now, whether you think it was justified blackmail is another thing, but it is blackmail.
I mean, it sounds like textbook blackmail to me, yeah.
Eventually, it was decided that they would not dox him, but a few months later, Matt Tran independently changed his mind and decided to dox Trend. And let's be clear, where did this name come from? It came from YouTube's garbage copyright system, which allows anyone to get private information about you with literally no evidence that what you posted is theirs. You can go and submit an abusive takedown request of any video on this platform, and you will receive that creator's full name, address, and phone number. What insane world do we live in where that's acceptable? It's not acceptable. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how TechLead got his information. And ultimately, that's how Matt Tran got his information to eventually dox him. I asked Matt Tran if this is indeed where he got the information from.
Let me ask you, did TechLead get, or did you get the name from TechLead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To add insult to injury, now Trend Black is put in a position where his full name has been doxxed due to YouTube's absurd copyright system, due to TechLead's absurd abuse of the system. But now after posting a video about it, that video was then falsely taken down by TechLead. The video that Trend Black posted had zero footage of TechLead in it. And guess what? TechLead claimed that video, so no one can see it. He's damage controlling to prevent the information that Trend Black was doxxed, using the same system that he used to initially find the information that ultimately resulted in the doxing of Trend Black. This is absolutely unacceptable, and I wanted to speak up to tell people that enough is enough. Now, the last thing I want to say here is addressed to all of you watching who are not Team YouTube. Please do not go harass anybody involved. This situation is hard enough as it is without people going and doing stupid stuff they shouldn't. The point of this video is to highlight a broken copyright system that allows way too much information to be shown. Yes, it was a terrible, horrible thing that Trend got doxxed, but let's not go eye for an eye. Instead, this is a job for YouTube to solve. It was their system that was used to dox Trent Black, and they should ultimately be the ones to decide what kind of penalty, punishment, or anything like that is ultimately done. And honestly, the whole system needs to be reformed because it is way too easy to get way too much private information about someone that can be used to dox them or worse. I'm begging you guys, please do not make things worse by turning this into a harassment fest. That is not the point of this video. It's to shed light on a very serious problem. That's all for now. I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.